fit teen. On Monday, my first class was canceled, so I slept in a little bit longer and I got some things done. I got a lot of work done and I went on over to Starbucks for breakfast, which was really good because I've never actually tried their oatmeal there, and I was like, I have like different phases of what I really like for breakfast, I guess. So I was in the oatmeal phase. I'm like, okay, this is gonna be good. But like they give you like little extra packets as well, so you get like your oatmeal, but you also get your like little packet of dried fruit and brown sugar and like assorted nuts and all of that, and then you should figure out what you want. So I added a little bit of everything, but I really liked the having the almonds in there and all of that, so I definitely put those in. And I also added a little sprinkle of the mocha over at the counter and some cinnamon, and then I mixed it all in, and then I added some milk, and it was so good. It's such a great breakfast, and I had that and it was, yeah, it was really good. So, you know, Starbucks for breakfast. And later on that night I came back and I watched a couple movies just to wind down and relax. So I watched The Duff, which was really good, and I also watched Home, which is also adorable. It's so cute, and it was such a great fun movie, and it's, yeah, so that was fun. So that's what I did. On Tuesday I had radio, I had a nap, I went to work, and then I went on over to the World AIDS Day event hosted by Zendaya to film more interviews for Ava's channel, which you should definitely go and check out. And it was so much fun. I actually did get to meet Zendaya, which is really awesome. Got a picture with her. It's cool. She's really tall. Like, you always hear about that, but no, she's like seriously tall, and then wears heels, but totally rocked the carpet, and everyone had such a great time. And it was a really great event, and I was happy to go. It was out in Beverly Hills, so that was pretty cool. And yeah, and when I came back after that, I went on over to the C-store here on campus, right by the dorms. It's like a little grocery store where they have like just random things, and I went on over and I picked up some ice cream because they had coffee flavored ice cream, and I got so obsessed because I'm seriously in the mood for ice cream, and there isn't like really a lot of places you could go to get ice cream on campus, so I got really excited. So now I have coffee flavored ice cream, and let me tell you, it's amazing. Granted, I had a little bit more than I should have that night, and then it took a while to go to sleep, so beware, coffee ice cream does have coffee in it, you know. On Wednesday I had work, I had classes, and it's like my late class day. My latest class goes until 7, so I mean, like, I guess there just wasn't much to do after that. I did some editing and then I kind of just went to sleep. Thursday I was so stressed out of my mind about because I had work, but then after work I had class, and I had to get out of the class early because I was registering. And for those of you who don't know, registration season is the time where everybody gets to go on their own and go and select their own classes, which is scary because, you know, like, I haven't really set up my own schedules before, like throughout high school. For the most part, you pick what classes you want to take, and you know, they put it together for you. You get your schedule, you're like, okay, cool, and you go with it. But here it's like you get to form your own schedule, and I think that's like a weird thing that you have to adjust to in college because it's super stressful, and as a freshman it really sucks just because of the fact that you are the last to register. They always have the upperclassmen have their days earlier than you, so all the classes are full and you have to get into things. Yeah. Like, I had all of these things in mind and quite a bit more, and all the classes I needed to take, all the classes I wanted to take. They told me to get your backups to backups. I had to figure out my schedule in advance and then work things around the timing, and like all the timings are different. So if there's a class open, it may not work with the time of another class. And I have my core classes I have to take and the classes I want to take, and it was insane. But I registered. It actually worked out pretty well. My schedule I really like. I'm still working around with one class just because I'm not quite sure exactly if it counts for what I need it to, but other than that, I am so excited for my schedule next semester. It worked out strangely well, and I'm totally obsessed with it. After that, I mean, that was the most stressful thing ever, so then I just went to the rest of the class, which were just watching movies. So I didn't see the whole thing, but I saw pretty much most of it, I guess. and then I went on over and just relaxed. I was so happy to just relax for a bit because, like I said, I was so stressed about the orientation. Oh my gosh. A squirrel literally just jumped from the roof of the building over to the tree right now, and is terrified. Anyway, so later on that night, I relaxed for a little bit, but then I went on over to see Elf. There was a screening of Elf for out-of-state students, so we did all go, and they had food, and it was like a nice little time, and I went with my friend Brenna, and it was a lot of fun. We got to see the movie for a little bit. We didn't stay for the whole thing, but we decided to go on over to community we went over to a community table and grabbed something for dessert after the fact, which was really good, but then I ended up eating too much food and I was crazy full, and yeah, moral of the story, just because there is opportunities to get more food, that doesn't necessarily mean you should be eating more food. So on Friday I had classes, and after that I just started filming more YouTube videos for you. You know, like I had to get this going, and I also ended up scoring a couple tickets to Osmos TV's movie premiere of Tyler Oakley's Nervous, and I was so excited. Like, you don't even understand this, because yeah, like, you know, like casually get tickets to go to the premiere, and like, I mean, I've been to premieres and stuff, and that's really cool. And I found out that she was also going to be interviewing for that as well, so I'm like, okay, well, I know I'm going to the carpet and I'm going to meet people. It's going to be a great time, but this is the first time I actually got the opportunity to go and see the screening of the movie. So like, I was one of the first people to see that movie in that theater, and that was when I got the tickets for it, and I was so excited. I was like freakishly so excited for this. So it was a happy Friday. It definitely was. Later on that night, I was like, you know what, I should probably get up and move, because they were having the tree lighting event, and I went and go see what was going on. And all honestly, they were giving away free mugs, so I mean, like, I kind of had to go for that. I have a weird obsession with mugs. It's such a problem. I literally have 5 mugs in my dorm room, and that is way more than I came here with. So yeah, like, anyway, but when I got the free mug, there was hot chocolate, there was cookies, there was like all this good stuff, and then I met up with friends there, which I wasn't even expecting, and it was cool. So we watched the tree be all lit up, and it was pretty, and then we kind of danced and sang along to the Christmas carols, and then we went on over to community table that night and just hung out and had a good time. It was fun because like I was actually with a group of friends, and it was just a really great time. But it was getting later, and I knew I'd be up early the next morning, so even though I absolutely seriously hated to leave all of them, I was like, okay, I had to be somewhat responsible for myself. Even though it was Friday night and it was still pretty early, but like, no, I need to go and sleep. This is important. If I don't sleep, it's going to be very hard to catch up. So after a while, I eventually left, and then I went back, I took a shower, and I went to sleep. And Sunday, I woke up, and it was 7:30 in the morning, and I managed to wake up at 7:30, but I was really excited because there were 2 events to be filming. And the first one was at the Howard Hughes Promenade, which is much closer than I expected to campus, so that was fun. We got a whole bunch of interviews, just got to be there, and it was really cool. It was a very nice Christmas event, and it was a great time. And then after that, we went out over to Rubio's for lunch, which I've never been to a Rubio's before, but guys, it's so good. They have amazing fish tacos, and there's so many options too. They're like, what rice do you want? What fish do you want? How do you want your fish to be cooked? It was so good. I would totally go and eat there again, so it was fun. And then we went on over to Starbucks, a little energy boost of the morning. So I'm here at Starbucks, and I got my Starbucks with strawberry pie. They spelled my name right, which is good, didn't even ask. And yeah, we're just in between events. It's been really fun, and we're going to be headed on over to LA Live for the concert event next, which is super exciting. And so I'll just talk to you later. Bye. And then headed on over to the Microsoft Theater, which is at LA Live. It's a cool little area. I used to be the Nokia Theater, so I mean, like, if you haven't heard of Microsoft Theater before, you've probably heard of Nokia Theater, so it's the same thing. And we went and we waited outside for a while, and it was crazy hot. It was weird too, because like we passed by where the ice skating rink is. It's an outdoor ice skating rink in LA in nice warm weather. So different. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. We finally get in and we got into the event and got to set up for interviews. So there were more interviews there, and it was really cool. And afterwards we went on over into the area for the concert, and we got to see the concert for a while, and they let us watch the concert and moved us to an area for press. And then they kept on taking groups of threes to go to the front and take pictures, which was amazing because I totally got to go to the front pit area and be right next to the stage. And I haven't been to like an actual concert experience like that, so it was such a great experience. It was so cool. Jake Miller was performing. I think we left right after Jake Miller, but so we could get back and still work out things because school and grades are important. But it was, yeah, it was really cool. Such a great concert for what we saw, and then we headed on back. So after the Rock the Red Kettle experience, we went on back and got back to campus because I actually had to be on set for the second shooting of the Inside Out scene, which you can actually go and see now. It's on Vimeo. I'll have the link posted so you could go and watch that. But yeah, it was really good. It didn't actually take that long to shoot, and it was fun. There is a different actor for the role of Bing Bong. I got to be Joy, so really happy at Joy. Even though it's the sad part, but you know, you'll see it in the video, so that was cool. And that was my night. On Sunday, I snoozed until 12, which was actually wonderful because I was pretty tired. So much had been going on, so sleeping in that long was a pretty good thing, I think. So anyway, and then I went on over to community table with my roommate Addie and my friend Ashlyn, so that was fun. And then the rest of the day I was just editing and working on essays because I had a lot of essays that were coming up and being for their due dates, and editing, like, there's a lot of footage from all the events, so I had to go through and make sure all that was set up. So yeah, that was basically my Sunday. But after that I watched the Once Upon a Time winter finale, and I'm so sad that it's over until March, and I'm looking forward to March, but at the same time, like, there's no words to describe how I felt after that. It was a really great winter finale, but at the same time, like, so much has happened and so much is going to happen, and Hook, and I'm not going to say anything. I don't want to spoil anything if you haven't seen it, but I am telling you, it was a really great winter finale, and I'm looking forward to the spring premiere in March. So that is my week 15. Thank you so much for joining me this week. Check back soon for week 16. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And feel free to check out all the other videos that I have on this channel. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you next time. Bye!